Hey guys, it's Kayleigh. So in today's video, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I will be actually showing you a few products from my makeup collection that I regret buying or just don't really use. They kind of get shoved away in my makeup storage collection. They never get picked up. Most likely, these products I'm showing you in this video are things that I used once and literally was like, oh heck no, I'm never gonna use this ever again. I just happen to not throw it away. Some of these you may or may not have heard me talk about before in videos. At one point in my life, I may have liked it, but as of right now, it's not working out for me. So yeah, sometimes that happens with makeup products where I'm like totally loving it one minute and then the next minute I'm like, moving on to something new or something better. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Anti-Red Base. So out of all the products that I'm telling you guys about today, this one by far had the most hilarious reaction from me. And it actually, I had it on camera, but I already deleted the footage because I have like no room on my computer. So every time I transfer a video onto my computer, I edit it and then I upload it and I delete all of the footage of it. Not the actual like video, but like the unused footage. I will delete all of it so I can make room on my computer so I don't have my actual reaction. But I remember rewatching it over and I was like laughing hysterically at myself because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna put this on and it's totally gonna like make my redness go away and everything. I put this stuff on and legit, it is so green that I looked like Shrek. I tried not to freak out, right? I was like, oh, this is totally working. You know, I was gonna keep going with my like tutorial and everything, like as if I knew exactly what I was doing. And I went in with my foundation and my foundation looks green too. Like you can see it coming through, just this like aura of greenness. It's more like a Smurf. Yeah, look at that. Whoa. I can't even do this on a spot on my face because it's just that crazy colorful. I don't know how this could possibly work. It's just too much. So since we're talking about primers, I figured I would just keep going with my primer rant. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Color Correcting Blend. So unfortunately, I don't know what it is with this formula. It'd probably be good for oily skin, but for dry skin, stay away from this right here. It immediately like starts drying and flaking on me. I don't know why. Like, oh my god, you probably can't see, it's too bright in here, but it starts having these tiny little patchy flakes, and if you have dry skin, it's gonna cling to that and make it look 100 times worse. Unfortunately, I had the same exact problem with this primer right here. It is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Primer, Oil-Free Poreless Skin Perfecting Serum Primer. I put it right here for you guys so you can see it, except this one is worse because it actually kind of has a bad smell to it. Yeah, and it's really, really white. It just kind of doesn't really blend in and it just feels so dry and patchy. So this is a Divine Tone Moisturizing Serum from Kiko. I haven't really used many Kiko products. This one in particular, I literally feel like it does absolutely nothing. In fact, if anything, I feel like it makes me more dry. So what it's supposed to do is give you a kind of luminizing glow all over, but it just doesn't even, like I'll show you guys on my hand so you can see it there. But when you go to blend it in, it just feels like I put water on my skin. Like it feels like I did nothing and it dries really fast. I just don't notice anything whatsoever about my foundation lasting longer, about it looking better. I don't see any shine. It's like I just literally wiped it all away just by rubbing it in. Jouer Translucent Mattifying Translucent Powder. It has done this weird thing where I guess the oil of my finger made it change. So like you can see the powder looks nice over here, but then it looks like wet over here, like it got ruined somehow from like the oil of my finger. So maybe I shouldn't have put my finger in it and used a brush only, but I just don't like that, how it, changed on me like that, and it just looks so nasty now, like I ruined it. Boing Benefit Cosmetics Concealer. I feel like it looks very cakey on me. It just doesn't settle right into my skin. Maybe it's just because of like I have a lot of pores under here or something. It just makes my skin look worse, like more pory, if that makes sense. And I feel like when I put this on, I can see more of the texture of my skin. Every time I use it, I'm so unhappy and I'm like, I gotta take this off because it's just not looking right. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I had really high hopes for this. I totally thought I was gonna love it. I remember I bought it, and mainly I bought it because of the way it smells. The bronzer itself is just way too light. Like, I can't do anything with this. Like, I might as well set my under eyes with this because it's so bright. And you know, you're supposed to be able to use this as a bronzer. So because I have like medium toned skin, I just can't work with this. You know, this doesn't warm up my face at all. It just makes it brighter. I love Physicians Formula though. They are definitely known for having some of the best face products that at a drugstore. It's just this one in particular is just way too light for me, and that smell, oh, it's gotten kind of nauseating. I just want to talk about eyeliners really quickly. I actually lost the cap for this one here, but this is the Clay Paint Liner from Tarte. So I am the laziest person when it comes to eyeliner. The only eyeliners that I like to use are liquid pens. I don't even touch, really barely, gel cream liners or this. I just want to go straight in and apply my liner really fast. I hate how I have to get a brush for this, how I have to like either put it on the back of my hand or like try to work in here, which by the way gets really messy and dirty if you try to work on this little edge here with the eyeliner. You have to like clean it off more frequently. It's just too many steps, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to deal with it, and it's kind of hard to work with as well. It's very thick. I do like that it's a matte black, but it's very thick, you know, so you have to constantly wipe your brush off to be able to get a nice smooth line with it. But I will say, once you do get your eyeliner down, it looks phenomenal. It's just too many steps for lazy old me. I just want to go straight in with my liquid eyeliner. I also have this e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner. This, unfortunately, is just too big. I like the liners that have really, really fine, thin tip. I don't know where any of them happen to be right now. My desk in front of me is a mess. But this, if you can see that, it is just really long, and it does come to a point, but it's flimsy. So it's kind of hard to control if you're trying to get like that precise wing. I can't really get a good line with it, so it's not my favorite. Another thing I never use is this Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, and not necessarily because the formula is bad. It's just that I cannot really use the wands that are really big like this, because first of all, I mean, this is bigger than my eye. It's too soft all the way around. Like, there's no, like, if it's not gonna have a bunch of tiny little spikes on it, then I can't use it at all. And what I have really been liking lately is actually using thinner wands so that I can blend my natural lashes into the falsies. But I also like to be able to use the same mascara I'm using on my upper lashes on the bottom lashes. That way it just saves time and I don't have to go in with a million mascaras. Well, it would technically be two, but you know what I mean. I don't want to go in with a bunch of products or more products than I have to. I just want to use one product for the same thing. So any mascara that's got a big wand like this is, I'm never gonna buy it, because now I know I do not like it at all. I also have this palette from Smashbox. It's the Cover Shot Soft Light Eye Palette. So this one is my least used. I do really love Ablaze and Golden Hour and the matte eyeshadow palette, Cover Shot eyeshadow palette from Smashbox. Those are seriously in my top 10s. Like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with those. But this one I just never use, because again, we have that same problem where it's just all shimmer. Like, how am I supposed to create a makeup look that I would like to do with all of these shimmer eyeshadows? It's just not for me. Luckily though, you know, Smashbox did send me the full collection of the Cover Shot eye palettes, so I am really thankful for that. But this one it's just not practical for me. Like, I can't take it on the go with me and be able to create different looks with it. You know, it's just all a bunch of highlight eyeshadows that I would put on my lid, and then I don't know what to do after that. This is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. So I did a review on this a while back, and I thought I liked it until I was using it more and realizing that it does not have good enough coverage. And I personally really like to use either medium to full coverage, and this is so light that what ends up happening is I have to build on it either with more product or with something else, and then it's just like I'm caking stuff on my face. You know, I'd rather just use one product to get the job done. I just want to use, you know, a foundation that's going to give me coverage. It doesn't even have to be full coverage, just like enough coverage to where I can't see my imperfections I don't want to be seen. This is more like if you have heavenly blessed skin and, you know, or you just don't mind your little red dots and acne and stuff showing, then this would be good for you. But honestly, if you feel that good about your skin, I mean, why would you even put anything on it, you know? So this is just kind of at that level where it just seems kind of pointless to me. And I never pick it up, I never wear it. All right, so we have this little guy right here, which is the Perfecting Blender Applicator. I recently got a lot of new EcoTools brushes. I haven't used them all yet because I was actually thinking about doing a like first impressions video with them. But the sponges, I have this one and then a smaller sized one that I'm obsessed with. They're so good. Like, look how squishy he is. Oh my God, I use it every day to do my makeup. But this guy, I was like, all right, this is such a cool little invention. Like, I love this idea to have, you know, a brush handle and then the little tiny sponge on top. So that way it's just easier to use, like especially under the eye area. But it's just so damn stiff. Like, I can't even push it down all the way. And the stiffer it is, the less it blends out my cream products. And what ends up happening is, and I even tried dampening it just like I do with this, and nothing, it's just still really stiff. But what happens is, do you see this little like indentation in the sponge? It's basically like sliced off right there. So what happens is if you use that side, all you do is just press that shape into your face. So you just keep seeing that shape over and over again because it's so stiff that it doesn't blend out any of the product. You just have shapes all over your face. And then if you use this side, it's a little bit better, but it's just like I'm just pressing. Like, I might as well just use my finger, which would actually work better because it's warm. This is just stiff and awkward and nothing blends out with it. Okay, so lastly, I saved the worst for last because this one I actually hate the most. It's two products right here. So I really so badly wanted to like these because Maybelline had actually sent me the entire collection. So it is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liners. I got like 20 of them. And then the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipsticks. So there's problems with each of them, unfortunately, and what sucks so much about it is because the color range is unreal. It's so beautiful. I really wanted to use them. Like, I can't even tell you, I don't even have lip pencils in some of the colors that like is from this line that I just think are so beautiful, and I really wanted to like them. I tried desperately to like them. Unfortunately, what's wrong with this shaping lip liner is that it's so dry that you can't blend it out onto your lips. There's some little weird lines that I made, but it's just, the formula is too dry. It just doesn't feel good at all on my lips. It's just hard in general just to get it on and have it all be even. Like, it looks very patchy. Then this Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, it just doesn't dry. I mean, I put this stuff on my lips, I'm waiting for like 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, seriously, when is this gonna dry on my lips? Like, I gotta go. I got like wet lips. And it's just basically not what I want, you know? Like, I want this to be matte, I want it to dry, and I want it to just look like a liquid lipstick should look, you know? But it's just like, it just sits there forever undry. Can't stand the formula of them, unfortunately, which is funny because Maybelline lipsticks are actually one of my favorites ever from the drugstore. Like, they're, what were those sensational, the Color Sensational ones? Oh my God, they're like freaking on point. Like, they always have it down with the lipsticks, and then I was so excited about these, and then I'm like, oh man, such a disappointment. So that is everything. I feel like I have just complained for like 20 minutes. If you guys got through it to the end of the video, and then put in the comment section, bunny. That's the word. If you got it, if you made it, if you got it, and if you made it to the end of this video, then put bunny in the comment section so I could see who actually watched to the very end. But yeah, those are just the products that I don't like enough to be able to make a video about it. But I'm not gonna lie, I actually have a lot of stuff I don't use, and I'm kind of like afraid to say it because I don't want to admit it to myself. But I have favorites, you know, that I use in tutorials mostly all the time. And then everything else, it just kind of fades away. It's kind of sad. I guess that's what happens with makeup though, you know? Let me know what you have not been liking from your makeup collection lately in the comments down below, because I'm curious to know what does not work for you guys also, because hey, maybe you could save some of us from purchasing it and buying it and having it not work. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you don't like and why. Also, let us know why you don't like it so that we can decide for ourselves if we need it in our lives or not. Yep, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also hit that like button for me if you like this video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Love you. Bye.